Hello again. Let's see, it's been a minute. What I thought I would do this particular week, I thought I would do a review on something that is very near and dear to my heart. I love wireless microphones. I did a previous review on the Boya microphone. I believe it's a 12-channel microphone, and it does a very good job. However, it does have its flaws. It runs about $99 on Amazon and YouTube. The one downfall with that is that you actually have to find the right frequency based on the circumstances or the environment, I should say, that you're in. Or you may get some static and audio dropouts. But the sound quality is very impressive, and I love that microphone. I use it for certain things. Recently, I found another microphone, which is the Saramonic. You'll see here, it's the Saramonic UW Mic 9. And these are the actual units themselves. And I have to say, these very closely resemble the Sony units. Pretty sure that Saramonic's not too crazy about that. But these units are made out of a very durable metal. They appear to be very durable, and they're very impressive upon holding them and on appearances themselves. All right, let's get right down to how to use these. All right, the first thing that you need to do with this particular unit is, if you look at the front interface, at the far left upper corner, it has a button. What you do is you hold that and long press it. And as you can see, the front interface lit up. You do the same thing with the transmitter. Upper left hand corner, hold it, long press it, and it illuminates. All right, now what you do with these units is just hit any button to power up the interface. Now what you would want to do is hit the positive button, the plus button, and you'll actually scroll through the menus. The first thing that you want to do is scroll until it comes to pairing. Okay? Once you hit pairing, you hit the set button one more time. All right? Now you turn on your receiver. You do the same thing with that. Powered by hitting the plus button several times until you come up with the pairing menu. Okay. Once that's done, you long press the set button. And if you look at the two units, if you look, I don't know if you can see this, I hope you can, but all of the lights are green on the front of both units. You have two lights on each unit, and they're both green. That's indicating that everything is fine. And both of these devices are communicating with each other. All right. Now, the receiver actually goes on top of the camera. So, what we do is, it comes with a couple of clips. All right. What I do, I found out the hard way. Normally, I would set the clip to actually clip on my belt, but that's not the way it should go if it's going on your camera. You would actually connect it in the opposite direction. See if I can get it here, and there it is. Now, it comes with a clip which has a cold shoe mount on the back of it, as you can see. What this does is it slides directly under the unit, and you push it in until it clicks, and that's it. That's all that's necessary. Now it connects into the onto the hot shoe on the camera. Tighten it up to make sure that it's secure. Okay, since both images are paired with each other, the only other thing that you have to do here, you need to connect the cable, and it goes from the input jack on the camera, and there's actually a jack called input on the front. All right, and you just tighten it in, and wherever your jack is on the side of your particular DSLR, I have a Nikon D800 here. It has a microphone jack right on the side. You simply connect it to the microphone jack. All right, now these two particular units can communicate with each other. So once the audio comes from the transmitter to the receiver, it can actually be sent to the camera itself. All right, this is pretty basic. On the transmitter, you'll put the Lavalier or Lavalier mic if you're French. You connect that and connect it to yourself wherever. I normally would just place it right here. And that's it. I'm going to attach this to my waist, and I'm going to go outside right now, and I'm going to give you a chance to actually listen to how the audio sounds in a real-world situation. I'm at home, so I'm going to go into my backyard, and I'm probably going to walk maybe 100, 150 feet away from the camera. Now, the manufacturer actually says that it's good for like 300 yards. Well, 100 yards is the length of a football field. Actually, it's a little bit further. You're probably talking about 320 feet or so. That's at the upper range of what this actually can do under ideal conditions. If you can actually get maybe 200 feet out of it, that's great, because most of us are not going to need any more than that for our particular needs. Most of us are going to be in a basic general area from where the camera is actually situated. But let's get outside and let's see exactly what this thing can do. Okay, now I'm out in my backyard, and I'm going to go ahead and test the distance capability of this. Now, in my personal use, I generally don't go any further than maybe 20 or 30 feet away from the camera at any given time as a landscape photographer. But some of you out there might want to go well beyond that. So I'm going to go beyond what I would normally do. I might go out to about 100 feet or so. And I think my backyard is basically about that. Once I actually exit the gate in the back, we're probably talking about 100, 150 feet perhaps. So I'm going to test it out to that particular range. Now, the manufacturer, Saramonic, actually says this is good for probably about 100 meters, which is a little over 300 feet. But from personal experience, that's the upper limit under ideal conditions. So I actually wouldn't count on that. So basically, something below 300 feet would be great. And as I said, for most people, you're not going to need that kind of range. So I'm going to go ahead and test it now and see exactly what I come up with. Okay. So as I'm heading out, I'm probably about maybe 50 feet from the receiver right now. And I'm going to make my way around. I'm heading out to my gate and opening the door. And I'm heading out. So I'm going to see exactly what I come up with at this point. All right, I'm in the alley behind my house, and at this point, we're probably talking about 100 feet or so, 150 feet. Okay, I have an obstruction right here. I'm behind the shed behind my house. So I'm thinking if we get an audio drop-off, we should probably get it about now. So I'm going to turn around and come back in. And hopefully everything fared pretty well. Okay. Excuse the city trash cans and whatnot. I have to work with what I've got. Okay. I'm coming back in now. And let's see what we get. All right, I'm making my way back in. And let's see exactly what happens. Hopefully the audio didn't drop out too much. Okay. Well, hopefully that gave you a pretty good idea of the capabilities of this unit. I actually have the unit right here on my hip. And a lot of times, sometimes as you turn away from the camera and your body is between the receiver and the transmitter, sometimes you might get a drop off with cheaper units. Now this unit runs about $270. You can get it anytime on Amazon or eBay. And I'm very impressed with it. I previously owned a Boya, I believe 12-channel wireless microphone. Now the sound quality of the Boya is very good, but you do experience sound drop-offs from time to time when you come between obstructions and things of that nature. And sometimes it's a bit difficult to find the right channel, a clear channel. This particular unit will scan the channels for you and give you the clearest channel in the environment that you're in. So overall, I'm very impressed for the money. You can get more, obviously, better units and more expensive units. The Sony, for instance, on the Rode, the Sony begins probably around $750. But it's $270 for what this particular microphone does. I'm very impressed with it. The sound quality is pretty clear. And if you have any editing software, you can always kind of clean up the audio somewhat if you're not quite happy with it. Maybe enhance the highs or enhance the lows or what have you. So overall, for the price point, I have absolutely no problems whatsoever with this particular unit. So anyway, let's get back inside and we'll wrap everything up. Right. Okay. Well, you've had a chance to actually hear how the audio sounds on this particular unit. I hope this has been helpful for you. This by no means has been an expert review on this particular unit, but I hope it's given you some insight on what this thing can actually do. I actually walked away, probably by my estimation, about 150 feet total from the actual receiver. And I thought this particular unit did a very good job. The audio was clear. I really didn't hear any audio dropouts, no static. And this unit runs, like I said, about $270 on eBay all day long. And there aren't too many variances in the price. That's one thing I've noticed. But it's a great unit, and for the money, I highly, highly recommend it. So, if you've liked this video, please don't hesitate to comment, like, and please subscribe. All right? Until next time.